Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be my little Edinburgh vlog. I'm literally going for a day, but we're going to be going to Christmas markets. I don't know, I just felt like I should film it because I love Edinburgh. I've talked about it a few times in other videos. It's one of my favourite cities. I'm going with my mum, so this is just a little intro because we will be going really early tomorrow. We're literally flying there and flying back down. Probably going to be very tired by the end of it, but I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to film as much as I can and yeah, we'll see how it goes. I just thought it'd be a little nice vlog people to watch if they ever are thinking of going to Edinburgh at Christmas time. Okay guys, so obviously you can tell I am back home. It is actually Monday. It's a really short video, but I think the main thing I have gotten from this trip is that if you're like within an hour flight from Edinburgh, go for the day. You don't need to go for 2 days. You can get everything done in a day as long as you're not like wanting to go into the castle or climb Arthur's Seat, like that kind of thing. You wouldn't be able to obviously fit that in a day. But if you're just going there for seeing all of that sort of stuff and going to the shops and that sort of thing, then definitely just go for the day. You can fit it all in. For me, I live near one of the London airports, so it's actually really quick and like very easy. I think our flight left at 7 or like 7:15 in the morning. Because we live so close, we didn't even need to get there as early as we did. We could have got there honestly like an hour before the boarding time and we still would have been fine. Edinburgh is also super easy to get out of. You can just get on buses. I've never done that, but I always get the tram and the ticket's really simple, especially if you're going for the day. You can just get a return ticket for the day and the tram's pretty comfortable. It takes like half an hour, I'm pretty sure, to get to Princess Street, and you can also use your card. I've just never done that. Also, if you get the tram, you do go past Murrayfield Stadium. Don't know if that's of any interest to anyone, but obviously it's where Scotland play rugby and it's also like a big venue, so if you're ever going there for like sports events, I would presume you can just get off at that tram stop. Scotland gets darker much earlier and also stays dark later, so take that into consideration whenever you come. When we arrived, it was only just starting to get light, and by the time we walked up to Edinburgh Castle from the Princess Street tram station, it was like pretty much light. Like it wasn't like it is now, but it was light enough that you could see stuff. Pretty much nobody there, and we also got to walk up the Royal Mile whilst no one was there, which is very good. If you've ever been to Edinburgh, you know that like it's really busy. And then from there, I took my mum to see the Bobby statue and like to Greyfriars. That's like another kind of iconic Edinburgh place, and it's not too far from the castle. And obviously, I think it's open 24/7, so it was another thing we could do before all the shops open. So we went there. Mum rubbed Bobby's nose. And then I also showed her the gravestones in that graveyard, which were inspiration for Harry Potter, because one of the times I've been there, I did the Harry Potter tour. I would kind of recommend that if you like Harry Potter, but now having done it, I know all of the stuff, so I was just kind of telling my mum, this is where she wrote blah, 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 blah. That's another thing to consider. There's obviously a lot of tours, and I'd say that's like the main con of going to Edinburgh, especially at this time of year, but just in general, is there's so many walking tours. You get that in London as well, but I feel like because Edinburgh is obviously a bit of a smaller place and everyone's going to the same places, it can be a bit annoying. And then from the graveyard, I took my mum to Hula Cafe, which is one of the cafes on Victoria Street. So if you're going to go there, which you probably are if you're going to Edinburgh, it's the street that some people say inspired Diagon Alley. There is a cafe at the very end that's called Hula Cafe, and they do like smoothies, juice shots, like just healthier kind of stuff. They do like soup, and I've been there every time I've gone to Edinburgh and I really like it. It's slightly expensive, but I do like it. And then from there we kind of just did some shopping. There's quite a few shops obviously on Victoria Street, and they get busy very fast. The first time I went to Edinburgh was years ago now, and it definitely was nowhere near as busy as it is now, and I don't know if that's just because of it becoming more popular or because when I first went it was probably just after lockdown. I don't know exactly, but I'd definitely say it's more busy. There's queues to get into coffee shops, there's queues to get into the shops on Victoria Street. If you want to go to the Milkman coffee shop, you need to get there early or be prepared to queue. If you want to go to I can't remember what it's called, but it's like the Emporium on Victoria Street, you want to get there early because you're going to queue. And on that note, I also went and saw my friend because she works in Knoop's, the hot chocolate shop, and that had a queue to get in, which I thought was insane. It's obviously really good hot chocolate, but never seen that sort of stuff any other time that I've been to Edinburgh. And I'd say probably the morning was pretty quiet. The late afternoon was extremely busy. Kind of near the Christmas markets was extremely busy. You really could hardly walk anywhere. We went in the like late morning and it was pretty empty and it was a lot easier. There's just 3 more things I want to add in. Obviously this is like my book channel, so a couple of these things are book related. But the first thing is there is a candle shop in Newtown called Melrose Candle Shop. They do homemade soy wax candles and they're just so good. They smell so good. They last pretty long as well if you trim the wick, obviously. I just really recommend. They are a little bit of a walk away from like the main bit of Newtown, but I'd highly recommend. They have quite a few deals as well and they do really nice decorations, and every time I've gone, which is every time I've gone to Edinburgh, they have such nice like staff as well. And this is just an example of their candles. This is the Christmas ones because I've never actually had the Christmas ones before. I've always gone in September, so I've always got more autumnal scents. Really recommend going there if you're into candles, also if you want to get any gifts for anyone. And then the other thing that I bought, which was actually with my Waterstones gift card, was the house in Cerulean Sea because it had little sprayed edges, and yeah, I had the gift card. I love the Waterstones in Edinburgh. It's really nice. It's very big as well, so if you're into books, definitely go there. Bought this. It's also a really floppy book, which is my favorite. And then the only other thing which is book related is I obviously read Arresting Scrooge Face on the plane, and it took like pretty much the whole flight there. I finished it. So very short book, very Christmassy. Not much to say about it. It was just like a kind of cute exes reuniting kind of book in a small town. But yeah, I guess I'd recommend it if you're wanting a very short Christmas romance book. And yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little vlog. If anyone ends up watching this, I hope this has made you want to go to Edinburgh because it is such a beautiful city. Really liked the Christmas markets as well, I will say that. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video.